Some mysteries disappear with time. Others become even more terrifying the deeper experts investigate them. Not because there's no evidence, but because the evidence makes no sense. Detectives, cryptographers, intelligence officers, and scientists have spent decades trying to solve these cases, and even today, some of them remain completely unexplained. Tonight, you're about to hear mysteries so strange that many experts refuse to talk about them publicly. In 1971, a man boarded a plane in America using the name Dan Cooper. He looked ordinary, calm, well-dressed. Nothing about him stood out. But during the flight, he handed a note to a flight attendant. The note said only a few chilling words. "I have a bomb." He demanded $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. Shockingly, the FBI agreed. After the plane took off again, somewhere above the dark forests of Washington state, Cooper opened the rear staircase of the aircraft and jumped directly into a violent storm at night. Then he vanished forever. No confirmed identity, no body, no fingerprints linked to any known suspect. Nothing. For decades, investigators believed he was just another criminal. But years later, experts noticed something disturbing. Cooper used highly specific aviation terminology that only trained military parachutists commonly used during the Cold War era. That meant he likely had professional training. But the mystery became even darker when parachute experts discovered he chose the wrong parachute for survival. An experienced jumper would have known that instantly, which created a terrifying theory. What if D.B. Cooper never planned to survive the jump at all? And that's where the mystery gets terrifying. For decades, people across America and Europe reported hearing something disturbing late at night on shortwave radios. A cold, robotic voice, repeating random numbers over and over again. 7, 14, 32, 9. No music, no introductions, just endless coded numbers echoing through the darkness. Governments denied knowing anything about them, but intelligence experts already knew exactly what these broadcasts were. Numbers stations. During the Cold War, secret agents operating overseas carried special code books called one-time pads. These codes were mathematically impossible to crack if used correctly. The strange broadcasts contained hidden instructions for spies. Even if enemy governments intercepted the messages, they still couldn't decode them. But here's the part most people never hear about. Some of these stations are still broadcasting today, decades after the Cold War supposedly ended. Experts monitoring radio frequencies continue to detect mysterious coded transmissions from unknown locations around the world, which raises a deeply unsettling possibility. Somewhere right now, invisible spy networks may still be operating in complete secrecy, and no government officially admits who controls these broadcasts. And that's where the mystery gets terrifying. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers entered the frozen Ural Mountains in Russia. They were skilled survivors, strong, intelligent, prepared for extreme conditions. But none of them returned alive. When rescue teams finally discovered their campsite, they found something horrifying. The hikers had ripped their tent open from the inside, as if they were escaping from something in absolute panic. Some fled barefoot into deadly freezing snow. Their bodies were later discovered scattered across the mountains. Some victims simply froze to death, but others had crushed ribs, fractured skulls, and severe internal injuries. One victim's tongue was missing entirely. And yet investigators found almost no major external wounds on several bodies. It was as if an invisible force had destroyed them from the inside. Some scientists later compared the injuries to blast wave trauma, the kind caused by extreme pressure explosions. Avalanche theories never fully explained the evidence. Animal attacks didn't match the injuries. Murder theories also fell apart under investigation. Even Soviet investigators secretly admitted the case made no sense. In the final report, they wrote one chilling sentence: "The hikers died because of an unknown compelling force." To this day, nobody knows what that force actually was. And that's where the mystery gets terrifying. Then came one of the strangest events ever detected by humanity. In 1977, a massive radio telescope in Ohio suddenly intercepted a signal from deep space, unlike anything scientists had ever seen before. The signal was incredibly powerful, highly unusual, and perfectly structured. An astronomer studying the printout was so shocked that he circled the data and wrote one word beside it: "Wow!" The signal lasted only 72 seconds, then disappeared forever. Scientists later realized something chilling. The frequency closely matched the exact range many researchers believed alien civilizations would likely use for communication. But the truly disturbing part is where the signal came from. It appeared to originate from a strangely empty region of space where no nearby stars or planets were known to exist. For decades, astronomers searched desperately for another signal. Nothing ever appeared again. No second message, no explanation. Silence, which created a haunting possibility. What if someone out there sent a message only once and assumed humanity would answer? And that's where the mystery gets terrifying. Most mysteries eventually fade into history, but these cases refuse to disappear. Because every time experts looked deeper, the evidence only became stranger. Maybe the world is far less understood than we believe. Maybe there are secrets hidden beneath classified files, lost transmissions, and forgotten investigations that humanity still cannot explain. Somewhere tonight, a numbers station may still be broadcasting coded messages into the darkness. Somewhere, locked inside a government archive, there may be answers the public was never meant to see. And maybe someone already knows the truth behind these mysteries. We just don't.